One of Yandy Smith's intriguing stories is going viral on the internet. The hip-hop artist allegedly had a covert affair with her co-star Chris Johnson, according to a private film that quickly surfaced online. The video is far from innocent, featuring the same co-star she has been working with on her most recent film, The Love You Give. Much more is included in the film than just Yandy, and even though the movie wasn't meant for a broad audience, fans were astonished by Chris's professional chemistry in it, and it became viral on social media. Yandy's marriage to men is at risk of failing, and the public can now evaluate her private life in its totality. The consequences were swift. How was the public informed about this? Was this private moment, which they were aware of, a prelude to something far bigger? Accusations are flying, emotions are running high, and the drama is just beginning. With this terrible treachery, what will Yandy do? The male VCs will think what? The leak of this awful film is the fault of whom? Listen carefully and the truth will come out. The latest entertainment industry problem, which is attracting international notice, centers on Yandy Smith. One of the most contentious disputes of the year surrounded her new role in the film The Love You Give, which was meant to be a career-defining one after a secret private video of her and her co-star Chris Johnson was made public. Was never meant to be seen by the general public, but this video, which shows a passionate moment between Chris and Yandy away from the cameras and the set, has sparked a lot of debate on social media and a lot of speculation about her personal life. Can be seen making intimate jokes, sharing fervent laughter, and even appearing to kiss. Although others may not find the kiss particularly noteworthy, there is no denying the two performers' chemistry. Additionally, it has sparked rumors of an unanticipated covert relationship. Still, many people were surprised at first when the video went viral online. As always, Yandy has been known for her commitment to her family. She has built a solid reputation as a strong, independent woman and a devoted wife. Because of her appearances on Love and Hip Hop, which present her as a loving family woman, her public persona has changed over time. Known for loving and supporting her spouse, she has children with men DCs. At this moment, supporters they start to question all they think they know about her after watching this movie, which threatens to destroy that meticulously crafted image. The video's debut date is almost too important to ignore. In the weeks leading up to the scandal, Yandy shared information about her and Menace's relationship on social media. She portrays a picture-perfect, contented family by posting pictures of their time spent together, their trips, and their activities. They're family, but the storyline presented in the Yandy and Chris video is very different, leaving many people confused and taken aback. Viewers have varied opinions, and fans and followers have responded differently. The video is immediately dismissed by some fans who claim it is merely a scene from the movie. They argue that Yandy and Chris's on-screen romance was completely. There are a lot of theories and speculations about Yandy and Maine's marriage on the internet. The intimacy in the movie is criticized by fans, who point out that Chris and Yandy seem much more at ease with each other than is appropriate considering their working relationship. However, some fans aren't totally certain, have been chronicling their relationship's highs and lows for years. Their relationship has been one of the most extensively covered in the reality TV industry throughout both their easier and harder times. But now everyone is doubting everything because of this shocking video. How could the woman who has consistently stood up for her husband Yandy suddenly turn against him? According to the statement male DCs, he has always been the more reserved of the two, rarely responding to rumors or taking part in public drama, despite the claims of many close to him that this is not the truth. He allegedly feels saddened by what he saw and finds it difficult to trust Yandy, the woman he thought was so familiar. Male DCs are unsure of. Although she has not yet formally responded to the video, many close to her assert that she is under pressure. Even if she's used to being the center of attention, this isn't the case. According to insiders, NBC has been distant ever since the audio was made public, and the two have clashed angrily behind closed doors. However, The video has caused a significant divide between them, and this betrayal will not be tolerated in their marriage. Chris Johnson, Yandy's co-star, is currently under criticism because many believe he leaked the video. Although there is no concrete evidence that he was responsible for the film's dissemination, his close involvement in the issue has infuriated many. The damage is irreversible, and the film has been viewed by millions of people. Chris has made an effort to defend himself, but it's becoming harder to ignore the growing pressure. According to those close to him, he is struggling to cope with the fallout from the barrage of messages he has received from admirers asking for clarifications. More people keep commenting on the video as the days go by, and it keeps going viral. Some are prepared to defend her, claiming that the video was just a casual moment amongst co-stars. The Love You Gives production team is working hard to keep everything in order despite this strain. The film was supposed to be one of the biggest releases of the year, but it is unclear if it will ever be released because of the tragedy. Despite the fact that some people are upset with Yandy for allegedly leaving her spouse, one thing is clear: Yandy's painstakingly crafted public image is in grave danger. Though nothing has been confirmed as of yet, there have been rumors of delays and even reshoots involving the main actress. According to reports, the producers are considering cutting some of Yandy's sequences from the final version, although doing so would just exacerbate the issue. The film's legitimacy is already being questioned by fans, many of whom are concerned that the drama will now overshadow it. Currently, fans are clearly furious because Yandy is trying to keep quiet about the video, but more people are talking about it, and the longer she remains, the more suspicions spread. It's unclear what Yandy's future holds as the drama escalates, and it appears like things are getting worse faster than anyone could have imagined. The secret affair between Yandy Smith and Chris Johnson is one of the most talked about scandals in recent memory. There is no doubt that she will speak out in response to the video. Time will tell. Will she try to keep her marriage to men intact? What about the movie? Will it be able to get past the scandal? Ongoing now, and her private video's effects are still being felt. There is disagreement among fans on whether to blame Yandy or support her for allegedly betraying her marriage to menaces. The gossip machine isn't stopped, and the rumors are just getting louder. It is said that men's DCs are struggling, and this subject has become one of the most contentious stories in the entertainment industry. Friends and relatives have expressed concerns about his handling of the situation, saying that he has always been the one to keep his personal problems private and avoid the spotlight. Thus, this betrayal has shocked him. Those who know Yandy well say his deeds leave men completely astonished. He has been her helper for. He must now investigate everything, though. Was their relationship as strong as he thought it was? Did they genuinely love each other? It has come to light that DC has had several emotional breakdowns in the last several days. He has been trying to work out the issues that have been bothering him by talking to Yandy behind the scenes. He has supported her through good times and bad, and he endured her time away from home while she was filming Love and Hip Hop. According to insiders, Yandy, being the professional that she is, has been avoiding Mendesi's attempts to handle the issue by remaining silent ever since the video was released instead of facing the growing allegations. But because her silence has just fanned the flames, fans are growing more and more irate. They want answers, and they want them fast. Yandy is accused by fans of trying to conceal the truth, and suspicions grow the longer she remains silent. Some even wonder if Yandy is attempting to cut off all communication with Meneses in preparation for revealing her relationship with Chris Johnson. Yandy's carefully crafted public persona as a loving mother and wife destroyed what was once considered a show of strength and fidelity is now seen with skepticism and disdain. Her admirers are beginning to question the authenticity of her posts, which feature exquisitely photographed family photos and her outspoken declarations of love for NVCs. Perhaps it was all a front. Did the images of happy occasions and family vacations work as a chic facade for the real drama occurring behind closed doors? One of the couple's most shocking characteristics is that this issue has caused a rift in their fan base. Some people have united in favor of Yandy, arguing that the video was a mistake and that it is irrational to hold her responsible for a single incident. These supporters argue that since everyone makes mistakes, she ought to be forgiven. They said the kiss in the video was just a brief exchange between two actors who were deeply involved in filming a scene. Although some people think Yandy has completely betrayed her family, this doesn't change the good things she has done over the years because she has always loved and supported them. They argue that she to her fans to provide the truth regarding her interactions with Meneses and her kids. Some even suspect that there may have been more than a kiss between the two of them. Although no one is positive, rumors grow the longer Yandy remains silent. Men are not the only ones affected by the video. Yandy's co-star Chris Johnson is also coping with this storm. She and Chris Johnson accuse her of lying about their connection. Did they engage in a secret romance for several months? After Chris consented to be in the video, fans lambasted him, saying he was taking advantage of Yandy's vulnerability. They questioned whether this was all part of a larger plan to get close to Yandy, whether he was simply experiencing a passionate moment, or whether he had any ulterior motives. Since the video went viral, Chris has tried to keep a low profile, but pressure from his fans and the media is mounting. Despite Chris's best efforts to distance himself from the problem, he cannot deny that he was involved in an incident that permanently terminated Yandy's marriage. According to insiders, Chris has been under a lot of pressure from the movie's crew. Chris is reportedly beginning to feel the heat and recognize the harm the video has caused, who are trying very hard to distance themselves from the circumstance. They've even hinted that reshoots would be necessary to salvage the film, although that's tougher said than done. Some fans still hold out hope that Menes and Yandy would repair the harm, even if it has already been done. Notwithstanding the criticism, they are certain that the couple's solid bond will enable them to overcome this difficult time and ultimately find a solution to put the tragedy behind them. Others, on the other hand, are less optimistic, thinking that Menes and Yandy's marriage might not survive the pressure of public scrutiny and that it might end in divorce. Yandy's life will never be the same after all of this chaos, but because the video showed a side of her that they didn't expect, everyone is unsure of what is real and what isn't. Currently, it seems like the only way to proceed is to wait and see how things turn out. Will Yandy and Menes split up or stay together as a result of the scandal? As the hours go by, the stress keeps getting worse, but only time will tell. Formerly a symbol of strength and perseverance, Yandy is now finding it difficult to maintain her reputation in the face of harsh criticism. Her silence is also causing rumors to circulate, leading admirers to question her true motivations. Is she planning to dissolve the marriage, or is she giving herself more time to deal with this massive breach of trust? But it seems like Menes is nearing his own breaking point. It is clear that he is experiencing the emotional toll of witnessing his family being split apart by this conflict. He has always been known for his ability to handle stress and stay composed, but this time is different. Yandy's actions have kept him out of the public eye, and it's clear that the fans are eager to watch what will happen in this awful saga. Finding the answers is becoming more difficult, and the questions are becoming more expansive. Is Yandy going to say anything? Will the Mind DCs have the forbearance to overlook her? Or is one of the most talked about partnerships in Hollywood ending? The emotional toll of it is too much for him to handle anymore. What will become of this drama? Without a doubt, the world is witnessing Yandy Smith's life spiral into catastrophe, with things becoming worse every day. It's becoming clear that the incident involving Chris Johnson and Yandy Smith's private video influences more than just the main characters in the story. Behind-the-scenes tensions are high, and what initially seemed to be a private matter between Menes and Yandy have quickly become a public spectacle that is dividing both their supporters and their close circle. Insiders claim that Menes, who has always been known for his composure, is turning to close friends for support, but he is struggling to deal with the betrayal. Menes has been discussing his feelings of hurt and confusion with people he trusts. Those closest to him are just as confused by the situation as he is, and he has been asking questions that nobody seems to be able to answer. It is all the more devastating because he clearly didn't expect to occur. How could he allow this to happen to the woman he has supported and loved for years? Menzies' longtime friends and family have reported, are worried about the state of his mind. He has never been so exposed, and the stress of this situation is beginning to wear him down. Others worry that this would affect his profession because he has apparently been unable to focus on anything else. Due to his frequent appearances in the media, NBC is well known for his contributions to the music industry and his previous work on. Since his personal life is currently affecting his professional life, it is unclear how it may impact his future goals. One of the hardest aspects of the breakup is the emotional distance between Min and Yandy. As the weeks go by, it appears as though both parties are withdrawing into silence, and their communication is becoming worse. Sources claim that Yandy has been evading increased scrutiny by keeping her staff has been putting a lot of effort into managing her reputation and handling the negative headlines, but it appears that the damage has already been done. The more she hides things from the public, the more her supporters begin to question her intentions. Yandy has made sporadic references to the emotional toll the controversy has taken on her, notwithstanding her quiet. Made cryptic comments on social media about the need for self-reflection and finding strength in difficult situations. Despite their ambiguity, these messages have fueled rumors that Yandy is secretly going through a period of self-discovery and life reevaluation. People who support Yandy are wondering if he thinks. Although Yandy's team has been making every effort to shift the conversation by telling reporters that she is trying to move on and is focusing on her family, supporters who believe she has been deceiving them don't appear to find these assurances sufficient. Everyone doesn't know if she's trying to make sense of what happened or to stop dating males. Those who previously believed Yandy to be a loving wife and mother are now wondering if they were wrong all along. Chris Johnson, the controversial co-star, is dealing with her new side, which is distant, reticent, and aloof. Despite Chris's best efforts to keep a low profile, he is unable to avoid the media frenzy surrounding his relationship with Yandy. Fans have flooded his social media accounts with accusations that he is mistreating Yandy and attempting to ruin their marriage. Reports state that Chris is bearing the weight of, as the pressure mounts on him, Yandy's film, the production company that first brought her and Chris together, is also attempting to mitigate the harm inflicted by the public's resentment. Behind the scenes, they have been working to distance themselves from the problem and stop more negative publicity. Sources claim they have considered changing the movie's marketing strategy and potentially even reshooting some scenes, but it's unclear how much. In the interim, Chris has only made a few brief statements denying any malice, and he has mostly been silent on the situation. However, given the overwhelming evidence against him, even these allegations seem futile. According to some reports, there might be an attempt at a cover-up going on in the background. In an attempt to change public perception and eliminate any evidence of the video, workers are doing everything they can to conceal the incident. They have reportedly approached several media sites and offered them exclusive stories in exchange for less coverage of the war, but the more they try to control the narrative, the more evident it is that some of Yandy's friends have been more critical, but others have stood by her side and offered encouragement. According to reports, some of her most devoted followers are beginning to doubt her. Every attempt to repair Yandy's reputation just makes matters worse because the harm is irreversible. A family member claims that Yandy's actions have damaged her relationships with Meneses and other people who have always supported her. According to an insider, she seems to have lost her way. She was once a person that people looked up to and considered a role model. She is now simply another famous person embroiled in controversy. According to sources, Menzies and Yan's kids are currently dealing with this problem since the media attention is ruining their family life. It is clear that the children are not immune to the stress, even if Yandy is said to have tried to shield them from the spotlight. The family's closest members are worried about the scandal's long-term effects and how the children will handle the damage to their parents' relationship. They have been watching the formerly contented house on TV for years, but now it causes them stress and anxiety. According to reports, Yandy is focusing on her career in an attempt to save her job. It's clear that the video incident has changed Yandy from the composed, confident woman she used to be, despite the fact that she has been spotted going to events and working on new projects. Despite her chaotic personal life, her staff is helping her with her other endeavors and doing everything they can to keep her in the public eye. According to recent reports, the video was a part of Chris and Yandy's continuous flirting rather than a one-off incident. Insiders speculate that they may have had a more intimate connection that went beyond their professional constraints. Fans are learning more details about the real video as the weeks pass. Many now wonder if Yandy and Mink's marriage was ever truly stable in the wake of this unexpected media discovery. Others wonder if the video is the only proof of their relationship's issues or if there were signs of it before. It seems like there are new twists and surprises every day, so the drama is far from ended. Every fresh discovery captivates the audience. While it's unclear what the future holds for these three individuals as the matter progresses, but one thing is certain: their lives will never be the same. Yandy Smith and Chris Johnson men's lives continue to fall apart due to the pressure of the media as the drama draws to a close. Yandy feels like she is fighting every step of the way against her past behavior, and as more people continue to blame her, she is forced to face the dire repercussions of her choices. Mink is unsure if his marriage can withstand this public turmoil at a pivotal moment in his life. There is a lot of concern since they are constantly being watched. Escalated to the brink behind closed doors, the pair's once thriving relationship is now in ruins. According to those close to them, the two are struggling to communicate since their once unbreakable love was broken. According to reports, Wendy's behavior and handling of the situation have greatly offended Mincy. Many people think Yandy hasn't shown any. Insiders claim that Mink has started to reflect on his decisions and decide whether it is worth fighting for a marriage that now appears to have been founded on dishonesty. His primary concerns are his kids and how the drama is affecting them, so repentance has just heightened the men's VC's agitation. He no longer believes in her and finds it harder and harder to envisage a future with her. He is making every effort to shield them from the chaos because everything is happening so openly. It's becoming more difficult, however, as the controversy continues to dominate the news. Currently, he is fighting to keep his marriage intact, protect his family from the negative exposure, and maintain what little dignity he still has. Yandy's reputation is at jeopardy because she is still dealing with the fallout from the incident. Her once prosperous career is now in jeopardy as major corporations and sponsors begin to abandon her, despite her best efforts to deflect attention with new endeavors and appearances. Yandy's supporters are divided as well. Some believe she deserves another chance, while others feel duped and no longer regard her as the role model they once admired. No amount of media manipulation seems to be able to reverse the irreversible shift in the public's perception of her. Chris Johnson is coping with the fallout from his actions. Online controversy has been generated by the private video he appears in, with many fans accusing him of taking advantage of Yandy's vulnerability. Although Chris has tried to maintain a low profile, others say it's becoming harder and harder to avoid the criticism. Although he once seemed to be on the edge of success, his career is now in jeopardy, and he could be barred by the company. Originally intended to be a private moment, the video has now turned into a divisive topic that could ruin a career. He is feeling the strain of the situation and is taking his vocation in show business extremely seriously. The impact this discussion is having on Yandy and Mink's children, however, continues to be the biggest shockwave. Insiders claim that the couple's children are struggling to cope with the extended media attention and the strain it is placing on their family's ties. Those close to the couple say the situation has left the kids confused. Their entire world has been upended, and despite Min VC's best efforts to shield them from the worst, their quaint family life is now history, and no one can predict what the future holds. The aftermath of the video has also generated a lot of speculation about the true nature of Chris and Yandy's relationship. At the moment, many people are, even though Yandy has denied having a romantic relationship with Chris, many people are not persuaded. The two were far closer than Yandy has made them appear, according to several sources, and others even speculate that they may have been secretly dating prior to the broadcast of the video. Fans are obviously interested in learning more about this controversy, which has undoubtedly led to more questions than answers exist. As the investigation into the video leak continues, more information is becoming available. Rumor has it that rather than depicting a single incident, the movie demonstrated the continuation of a relationship that Yandy and Chris had kept hidden from the public. Insiders claim that the video was the catalyst for the relationship, which was kept a secret for months. Even though Yandy and Chris had previously meant to reveal their relationship to the public, but the movie leak has forced them to deal with the fallout far sooner than they had planned. There's a hitch though. Subsequent claims say that the footage was intentionally made public. There are allegations that Chris Johnson released the movie himself in an effort to capitalize on the media frenzy. However, this hasn't been confirmed yet. According to reports, Yandy has been in crisis mode since the tape was made public, trying to salvage what little of her personal and professional lives she still has. If this turns out to be true, the whole argument was part of a calculated plan to increase Yandy and Chris' visibility in the public eye. This would undoubtedly level the playing field and cast doubt on all that has happened. She's been working with her public relations team to manage the story, but it's much harder than she thought. Even though she is doing everything possible to limit the harm, she cannot escape the negative publicity that fans and the media are creating. The issue appears to be getting worse every day, and her reputation is being severely harmed. Mantz is also at fault. Her reputation is being further damaged, and things are becoming worse every day. Mantz is attempting to reconstruct his shattered environment. The once confident man is suddenly questioning every facet of his marriage. He is trying to keep things somewhat normal for the sake of their children, but his relationship with Yandy has been destroyed, and it is clear that nothing will ever be the same. It's unclear if Yandy and Chris Johnson will be able to rebuild the trust that was lost in their failed marriage. The fact that the controversy is still receiving media attention indicates that it is far from over, and fans are eager to see how things play out as more. After the truth is revealed, will Yandy and Mendy be able to mend their tense marriage? Chris Johnson's career may or may not benefit from scandal, but one thing is certain. These three people's lives will undoubtedly never be the same, and their admirers are incomplete. Astonishment at the intense controversy over Chris Johnson Mendes, and everyone wants to know how this story will conclude because there are still more surprising turns to come. Yandy Smith. There are shocking revelations and horrific betrayals in this book. In your opinion, what will occur next? Can the close relationship between Yandy and Mendes be reconciled, or is their marriage irreparably damaged? You get the impression that Chris Johnson's career is doomed and that he will never correct his record. Tension, and we want to hear your thoughts. You are welcome to express your thoughts in the space provided below. Do you believe that? Has the affair between Chris and Yandy always been a secret, or is this just publicity? Stunt, are men being tricked, or is this a more complex problem than it first seems? Bogus accusations. We appreciate your opinions and would like to hear them. Don't forget to click the like button for more updates. We found this story to be as breathtaking as the video. If you want to keep updated on this scandal and other celebrity dramas, please subscribe to our channel. Next stage of the story, you will be notified as soon as we reveal the most startling details. Make sure you click the note. Remember that this drama is just getting started, and everyone on the planet is observing.